Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How we doing? I'm a history buff, and I felt like this was an appropriate shirt to wear for tonight's episode. And tonight I've got on deck a water, a coffee, and a kombucha. I got a little bit of everything. I got 2 caffeine and 1 water. All right. But I figured that I was losing my voice so quick last episode that I figured I'd switch it up from the coffee. You know, maybe stick to water this time. You know, kombucha. But what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was fitness, exercise, just getting in shape. And for whatever reason, this topic was actually like super prevalent in my day. Like, I don't know if it was just I was on a kick about talking about it, or I don't know what kickstarted it, but everybody's been talking to me about fitness. Well, actually, part of that might be because I have lost a little bit of weight recently, because I would say I was probably 20 pounds heavier 6 months ago or so. And there's a lot of factors that go into that, but it's really easy to just, like, you know, one day turn around and be like, oh my God, I haven't run in a year. Oh my God, I haven't lifted a single weight, which, by the way, we're going to talk about that. I am no longer a believer, in the gym. No longer a believer in the gym. I already didn't like the gym before because you had to drive there. That took time. Like, literally, you had to muster up the want to go to the gym. So then you gotta get ready to go to the gym. Then you get in the car, and then you sit in your car for 5 minutes, fuck around on your phone. Then you drive to the gym, and you get mad on the drive to the gym. And then you finally get to the gym. You sit in your car for 5 minutes, messing around on your phone. And then you get out of your car and you walk to the gym. And as you walk to the gym, you make sure that gotta be looking good, right? Because you can't walk into this gym looking like a bag of ass, right? And so the second you pass through the doors, you're self-conscious because you think everybody's looking at you, which they're all, just like bears, more afraid of you than you are of them. But hey, what do you know? It's the gym, and you're paying money for that experience. And before, I've already gone into the my little gym conspiracy, where it's a huge ripoff. If you are into business and you like business models, excuse me, I urge you to check out your local gym. See, if you can find out how many people are actually paying a subscription to go to this gym, right, around those New Year's Eve peak times or the summertime peak times, and people are really like, oh my God, gotta get in shape. I'm willing to wager that, for example, Planet Fitness, those folks, they capitalize on, if you look at their marketing, they capitalize on people that are out of shape. But that's not a bad thing in itself. But what they do is they don't encourage those folks to get into shape. Like, you've seen the photos online of these gyms serving pizza at the door, and you're like, well, that's kind of counterproductive. And if you think about it, if they get all these people to sign up for the gym at, on a whim for Christmas or whatever, they're feeling really bad about themselves, or they're about to make a brand new resolution for the year. And then a month later, everybody who goes to the gym frequently knows the drop-off happens. Somewhere at the end of January, February, the drop-off happens, and the gym resumes to normal occupancy. And these gyms know that if every single person that signs up came to the gym, there'd be 35, 45-minute wait times on every single machine. But they're capitalizing on that knowledge that, hey, most people that sign up probably aren't even going to have the confidence to call and cancel that membership, because that alone is embarrassing. And God forbid that the gyms put up any roadblocks to canceling as well. Yeah. So anyway, gyms have their flaws. COVID has kind of revealed that you don't have to go to a gym to stay fit. And so I lost all my weight without taking a day in the gym at all. I haven't been to the gym in months and months and months. And I haven't even lifted a weight. I've got weights in the corner over there, and I have not lifted a single weight. The main thing that I've stuck to is, well, 1, eating better. That's the most important. And 2, running. I am a person that hates running. I've always hated running. I'm not a fan of it. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do, and that was one of them. So I got a whole bunch of notes on my phone today to talk to you guys about rewiring your brain. That's kind of like the overall topic of this podcast, and I think it ties in nicely with a whole bunch of stuff. So let me pull up my notes real quick. Okay. So starting and stopping and trying to lose weight. I will always support somebody when they muster up the courage to want to get healthier and change themselves for the better. Now, it is annoying when people do it every other week. That ain't cool. But, I mean, like, dude, I do like this one quote where it's like, Thomas Edison, he said, I didn't find one way to make a light bulb. I found 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb, right? So it's like, I probably fucked that up, but the idea is there, like, you have to fail at things over and over again until you find what works for you, okay? So I was just talking to someone earlier, and they're talking to me about intermittent fasting. And, I've tried it, worked pretty decent for me. It's something that I wouldn't do religiously myself, but if it works for other people, heck yeah, man, try it out. Give it a try. Do what you gotta do. Be healthy, but be open-minded, right? So, yeah, if you quit a month ago, if you quit a year ago, if you quit 10 years ago, don't feel bad. I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna like look at you and be like, nope, sorry, fatty McFat, you've tried twice, third time and you're out. Like, go back to the tasty cake aisle. Like, no, that's stupid. That's really dumb. I've always been about encouragement for fitness, always. Like, I almost like talk about it so much that I get tired in the face about it. Like, I probably bore other people. I don't get tired of it, but I probably bore other people with it. So yeah, rewiring your brain. So for example, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a personal story. Let's bring it back to childhood, where most trauma starts. My mother, she showed love through food. And I'm sure a lot of you folks can probably relate to this in some way. You might have somebody that shows affection in a certain way. Like, for example, like some people do it through money. Like some old folks who lived through the Depression and now value money a whole bunch. Oh, they give you $100 for your birthday, and hot damn, they expect, like, that's my love to you. Other people, they bake food. If you're from the countryside, dude, bruh, home cooking, moms do that all the time where I'm from, all right? My mom's one of those moms where she makes the best food, great home cooking, and food that tastes that good can't be good for you. Food that tastes like candy, candy for dinner, cannot be good for you. But it's not her fault. It was just good tasting food to us in the 90s, and for her, 60s, 70s, 80s, and nutrition knowledge is a fairly new thing to the world. Like, it sounds crazy, but people have not known how to quantify calories and read nutrition labels, or companies be honest about what's in their nutrition. In fact, I challenge you to go grab the nearest ingredient box near you, flip it on the back, and tell me why there's not a percentage sign next to sugar that shows you how much of the percentage you're allowed to have of that in your daily intake, right? So for your calories, it has a certain percent. Oh, this is a percent of caloric intake you're taking today. But sugar, sugar. Why don't you have a percent sign? Maybe because if there was one, it'd be like 1,155, you fat motherfucker. Sugar lobby is very powerful, all right? And there's a reason why there's not a percentage sign near there. Conspiratorial Clay is coming out tonight. Gonna get banned off of Google. Thank you, YouTube. Demonetization. Alright, so rewiring your brain. And I'm trying to give you some backstory because it was incredibly difficult for me to lose weight to join the Marine Corps. I lost, I don't know, man. At one point, I almost weighed up to 300 pounds. And I lost a shit ton of weight to join the Marines. And that was very difficult, like I said, because my mother, God love her a whole bunch, makes great food, associates love with that food. And when I wanted to break from that food and I wanted to, reduce my portion sizes, do different, like do veggies over here, do this over there, try sweet potatoes over there. Also, keep in mind, a lot of families, especially in like rural America, they eat dinner together. And that's a very much so like a family event every day. And I'm up for it, big time. But if you are trying different things like intermittent fasting, that's going to mess up your it has potential to mess up your eating times with your family, especially if you have like a family dinner every night at a certain time. Now, I really understand why my mom would be upset if I was like, I'm not eating dinner at 6:30 with you guys because blah, like or no, I only eat at 4 or whatever. Maybe you could compromise, right? Sit at the dinner table and munch on something, but again, for my mother and I, it was like she took that as like an insult. When that was not my intent at all. It sounds crazy probably to some of you guys, but that's what it was. That I think that they kind of took a little bit of offense when I wanted to change my eating habits, and it was just an interesting thing that I observed. All right, so next is portion sizes. Portion sizes are ridiculous, especially when you guys are eating out. Do not eat until you're full. Okay, that's rule number 1. Like if you go out to Outback Steakhouse and you get a big old sirloin and you get a blooming onion and you're eating, and then by the end of it you're about to like poop your pants because you've ate yourself into oblivion. So avoid that. You can avoid overeating completely if you are going to eat out. You can avoid overeating by just getting a to-go box right away. Like, boom, as soon as the waiter comes, be like, with your food, be like, oh, thank you, man, I got a to-go box as well. And immediately shovel half of that meal into that to-go box and stick it away somewhere else. And that way, you're looking at a real portion size. And you can mentally prepare for it. And I bet you by the end of it, you're going to be full, Give it like 30 seconds and breathe a little bit, and you'll be full, Don't forget to breathe. Oh. Look at food as fuel for your day. So the best way to think about it is like, what am I about to put into my stomach that's going to power me for whatever I'm about to do today? Whether I have to focus for school or work or whatever I'm doing, am I running, my exercise? Like, how am I going to fuel my workout? Like, what am I eating 6, 10, 12, 24 hours beforehand that's going to affect how I feel tomorrow? So instead of thinking as that snack as like an immediate pleasure, look at it as like, oh, that's a bad investment right there because I'm going to feel like shit later and I'm going to be fat. There you go. I don't know. That's something I would do. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'll probably be more hard on myself. Like, bro, I would never do this as somebody that's like not, I would never just, for me personally, I've got that Marine Corps thing in there that's like I will be like, bro, I'm ruthless to myself, and therefore I hold myself accountable a little bit. But I'm sure that's also a bad thing. So try to be easy on yourself. Hey, if you miss a workout, you miss a workout. But like I said before, there's no reason to go to the gym right now. 1, you can't in a lot of places. You'll literally get arrested if they even operate. And 2, it's like, yo, go outside, go for a run, do sprints, rewire your brain to enjoy exercise. Like, that's one thing that I was talking with someone at work today where it's interesting because in the military, exercise can be looked at in a way that's like a negative light. And the best, like in my Marine Corps experience, like the best dudes were the ones who could make PT fun, because if you got to wake up at 5 o'clock, at the very least, you guys could have some fucking fun, right? Nobody wants to wake up at like 5 p.m. or 5 a.m. and just like, do wind sprints until you die. But it's interesting how wind sprints turn fun when you're playing tag. So like one thing that we would do to make things fun is, I'd line all the people up on the line on the football field, and I go out to like the 50-yard line, and you go, and everybody starts running, and then you call out somebody's name, and they're it. And so now whoever they tag is it, and the last person to get across the line that gets tagged basically, that person owes, like, you could do burpees, you could do push-ups, you could do sit-ups, whatever it is, So you have a little bit of a stake in the game. There's like something to lose, right? So you lose twice actually if you're the last one because you did all that sprinting plus you lost. So now you owe burpees or whatever. But it's fun. And then if you want to make it even more challenging, you go out there and you call out 2 names or you call out 3 names, and then it starts getting really wild. So, or ultimate frisbee, that's a great one where, but those are all team games, right? In the military, that's typically easier to do. PT is what we call exercise. It's typically easier to do that in groups, but like in adulthood, like if I'm just like a regular old adult in the civilian world, hey, yo, cheers, you don't have that many friends. I'm just kidding. Like, but not really. I mean, like, in adulthood, I rarely get together with my adult friends, like, unless it's a weekend. So it's not like I can just holler across the street and be like, yo, Jimmy, you want to go for a run right now? And he just hop outside and go do it. So if you can find ways to do exercise with friends, that's like the most beneficial. Or if you team up with like your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever you got going on there, a friend down the street, whatever it might be, that's always going to help you keep you accountable, and it makes it more fun because you can socialize or talk or whatever, or push each other. But also avoid eating out as much as you can, though. I was giving you the tip about eating out and doing the portion size. If you can avoid eating out or do it sparingly, one, you're going to save money. That's always a good thing. And two, that food's typically not that healthy. If you're going out to like Outback Steakhouse, if you're going to Subway every night, if you're going to Chipotle, I don't know. Like, it can't be that healthy to continuously keep ordering all this food. So I'm a big advocate. Go grocery shopping. I tell people this all the time. I know if you're in high school or whatever, or younger even, if you don't have your own income, it's very difficult to, get your own food. But talk to your parents. Go with them. Hey, if you really want to change, go with them to the store when they go and pick out what you want for the week. And hopefully, if you guys can, I've even run, and I'm not judging anybody because I've run into plane Marines. I've had to help, whether it's they couldn't afford the food to bulk up or cut down. So I get it. Like, financial times, especially now, can be difficult. I get that. But try to, if you're, try to get with your parents, or try to get, the finances around to go shopping. Because honestly, again, I think that $50 at the grocery store buys you like freaking 4 weeks of meat, bro. $50 on Uber Eats, 2 pancakes from IHOP, and a damn Slurpee. Okay, tip your waiter, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So avoid that. And I know in COVID right now with the coronavirus, it's so easy to just pop open that Uber Eats. Oh boy, it's so easy. So we've talked about portion sizes, trying different things that fit your schedule for eating and stuff like that. Trying different food groups, doing your own, do your own research for sure. Don't just take my word for it. Look everywhere. The internet's amazing. We talked about exercising and rewiring your brain to look at it not as a chore for the day, but as like, yes, I get to do that. All right, I get to, because if you really think about it, the fact that like as humans, we can just move our arms a little bit with some weight, or move our legs a little bit, and if we do that motion enough times, we get hotter. It's true though. It really is true. Like, it's freaking weird, but hey. All you gotta know is if you do that run, and you do that run enough times consistently, you're gonna see results eventually. Okay, so it's kind of like just enjoy the suck is what I'm saying. That's a Marine Corps saying, by the way. We talked about exercise being group focused, helps you with accountability, rewiring your brain towards a culture of fitness, towards you gotta be happy to go do it. And that doesn't mean lie to yourself. Go make the exercise fun. Now that we're in the coronavirus pandemic, hey, you gotta find something to do. Find a new hobby that's active. Go for a walk, run, bike ride, Peloton, or whatever the hell it's called. The Mirror one. Have you seen the Mirror commercial? Oh my God. There's like this commercial I saw, and I don't have cable TV, but when I do see this commercial, I think it's absurd. Maybe I'm just like not desensitized to it yet, but like I would never work my fat ass out in front of a mirror. Dude, that would cause some sort of wild, like, I'd probably develop bulimia, or like some kind of, what's it called? A misperception of your weight. Anyway, either way, it would make me so working out in a mirror would make me so self-conscious that like, I can't imagine. And then now they have it where it talks to you. It's like, there you go, fat ass, hurry up. Like, oh my God, you're wearing that today? I'd be like, oh my God. The AI is in my room, in my mirror. That's my worst nightmare. Like, literally, that's some dystopian ass shit. I don't know. I don't watch cable. I don't know. So yeah, also, again, starting and stopping. It's nothing to be ashamed of. If you're not doing crack, right? You didn't murder somebody, I hope. It's, you want to get fit. All right. Well, cool. Guess what? The odds are fucking stacked against you our whole life. Nobody taught us how to do this shit. Nobody taught our parents how to do this shit. Parents thought they were operating in good faith. And, you know, nobody knew any better. So, change it up. Do something different. So, there you go. So, here's a little quote that I liked. I found this quote interesting. It's by Harry S. Truman, President Harry Truman. He said, "It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit." All right, so what I can compare this to is like assists in basketball or, you know, so, hey, if, you know, you pass the ball reliably to the dude that scores it, you're a part of that score, you know, or to make it even more relatable for me anyway, I go to football and I think about the lateral. All right. So you got a guy running and he's going down the field. Bro, you're in the spotlight. You got the ball. Everybody's watching you. But you see a guy is right in front of you. You can either, you know, smash him in the mouth and probably get tackled, or you can look over your shoulder and you see your teammate there who you trust and you pitch him the ball, knowing that there's a potential that he may drop it, right? But you're trusting that he gets it, and that's how I look at the quote. It's amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit, because that guy that's pitching the ball is like, that's a selfless act in my eyes. Like, bro, you're in the spotlight. You got the ball. I put in my head's like you're in like the middle of like an NFL game or something. You got the ball, dude. You're running. Boom, 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 boom. Hole opens up. Bro, green as you can see. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. You're 30, 40, 50. Oh, my God. I'm going to break free. And then you see the guy coming, bro. You're about to get clobbered, dude. You could try to be selfish and try to outrun it. Try to get that touchdown. Or trust your teammate. Pitch the ball. And even better, once you pitch it, bro, smack that dude in the mouth. That's even fucking better. I love seeing successful plays where somebody laterals and then continues on to like fucking deck somebody, dude. It's so baller. So yeah, it is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit, and that is applicable in all facets of life. I mean, you can talk. My bread and butter right now is, you know, getting small creative teams to work efficiently and reliably, and that requires, you know, somebody dropping their ego and being like, you know, you don't need your name on everything. You know, if your work is really, really good, the right people who need to know are gonna know, and that matters. If you're a mechanic, that matters. Like whatever job, whatever discipline you have, if your work is really that good, someone's gonna come asking about it, and they're gonna be like, it's that guy over there. All right, so that's what I'm gonna say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, good podcast. I think that's number 2 in the books. August 5th, 2020. There you go. I appreciate you guys and gals for chilling out with us. I'm still trying to warm up to this. I will get better at it. I will not do as many cuts because, you know, I'm just rusty. I'll get in the groove. But yeah. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.